Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is Ridgerid, and today we are going to talk about a topic that's kind of died down over the course of however long. But when gun violence and video games was a major topic, I really wasn't making YouTube videos, so I couldn't put my point of view out there for people to hear. For those of you who are watching this who don't know, I am in high school, and I do play video games quite a bit, mostly violent video games. If I don't really necessarily consider them violent, because that's just how I foresee it, but not foresee, that's just how I see it. But yeah, so I'm in high school and I am a developing teenager who is having this put into his head, and I want to tell you my true thoughts about this. I don't think violent video games causes gun violence at all. I don't think that in any way that a video game makes a person violent. And I know what people are probably going to put in the comment section that, well, people have, when they're doing these shootings, they say that they get their ideas from video games. Okay, very well, but there's many other outlets for them to be able to get their ideas from. They can get their ideas from movies. They can get their ideas from TV shows. I mean, video games isn't the only entertainment industry that sells violent anything. It just, the whole thought of, and by the way, this isn't going to be a debate about pro-gun or not, or whatever. This is based on video games and what they can do. If anything, I think video games are way better. There is a study in Australia. I might be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. But somewhere outside of the United States, there was a study to talk about what violent video games does to college kids, and basically, the games that they used were Call of Duty Black Ops 1, one other game, maybe Resident Evil, I don't think it was though, and then the other two were something like Animal Crossing and Portal 2. I know Portal 2 and Call of Duty were absolutely true. Call of Duty, I can kind of understand. Portal, I don't understand how that game's in there for a violent video game. I just kind of get it, but at the same time, not really. But it's just, I've played video games every single day. I've played violent video games for a long time, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not having any thought of going and having a mass shooting happen. I might think that somebody who was already mentally ill and then went and played these video games might have some issues. But if you want to go ahead and take away the violence in video games, go ahead, go do it. It's not going to make a difference, because you know what they're going to do? Instead of going out and playing Call of Duty and getting all of their ideas from that, they're going to go out and watch Rambo, or they're going to go out and watch some army movie that they show a bunch of tactics and all that kind of stuff, or they can just go onto the internet and look up stuff that they can do for strategic moves and all that kind of stuff. Video games aren't the only thing that is to blame for this kind of thing. And in fact, they're probably one of the least things to blame, because with the video games, at least, when these guys go out and do this, they have an outlet to go and whatever violent thing that they have inside of them, they can, instead of going out and actually shooting regular people, they can go out and shoot some virtual dude on Call of Duty. That's how this kind of thing works. In fact, ever since video games became more violent in the video game industry, crime rates and gun violences has actually gone down. So for anybody to say that video games, and actually some of the most violent video games come out of places in Asia like China and Japan, and they have some of the lowest gun crimes in the entire world. And they have the most violent video games in the entire world. But my final thought is, if you're going to look into video games and say that that's a violent thing and we shouldn't have any more, then go look into movies, go look into TV shows, go look into so many other media outlets, because they do just the same thing. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm probably going to start a comment war with this kind of video if it gets enough attention, but I don't care. This needs to be talked about. If you want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.